talking about comic books or I'll kill you. I don't care if the Hulk could defeat the Man.
Hey there, comic fam. Bullseye Bob here, and welcome to my very first episode of Coloring Heroes. I am so excited about this. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. As you guys know, or some of you may know, I do adult coloring, and it's a skill that I never knew that I had, and I picked it up, and I love doing it. And so I posted some pictures on Instagram. I've showed some things on Bueller's channel and also here, and I got a great response from it. And so I figured I would let you guys see my journey in coloring. That means the good, that means the bad, that means, you know, how I practice, things that I mess up on, and also those victorious pages that when I look at it, I can't even believe that I did it. That's how. That's the thing I love about it the most. So how did I get into this? Well, a number of years ago, probably about 8 years ago now, I had a pretty horrific series of surgeries. And so in each of those 3 surgeries, I had a lot of downtime. There's only so many video games and movies and books that you can go through. And by the second surgery, watching YouTube videos, I started to see that this adult coloring craze had kind of hit. And I was impressed. I was impressed with some of the pieces that I was seeing. And I started watching videos on some of these ladies that had posted on how to. And so I figured, you know, I'm going to be down anyway. If I could, you know, basically duplicate what they were doing, then I would be able to have confidence in being able to color myself. So that's what I did. I bought a couple of the books by a famous coloring book artist named Johanna Basford. And it's mostly flowers and butterflies and, you know, scenery type things. And, you know, not the normal stuff that dudes would probably buy. But I didn't mind. And they had these videos where they would show you the pencils that they would use. They would show you the exact colors that they were using, and then you could watch them on the page so you can see what kind of pressure they were applying and all those types of things. And so I watched a number of those videos and thought maybe I could do this, and I that's what I did. I bought a couple of those coloring books, and I bought a really nice set of Prismacolor pencils, 150 pencils in a set, and set out while I was down to learn how to color. And lo and behold, I picked it up really quick. And not only did I pick up quick, but I was actually good at it. I was being blown away that I was actually doing this way. Even though I was copying it, it wasn't like I was tracing. I was just watching what they did and using the colors that they did and producing an amazing piece. And so I did that for the longest time, and you know, probably did a lot of pictures that I normally wouldn't pick up and do. Like I said, most of those videos that have been put out, I think even now predominantly are geared towards women. Not a lot of guys doing adult coloring, just because I don't think there's the content out there that that the women have. So I learned on pictures like that, and then they started coming out with the comic book adult coloring books. And as soon as I saw that, you guys know me, I was all in. I'm like, if they keep putting those out, I can apply what I've learned to those, and I'm going to be in heaven because there's a ton of these things coming out. So that's what happened. I bought a bunch of the Marvel Color Your Own books, the DC coloring books. I even got a Spawn coloring book. These are all books that I'll show off to you eventually. But a lot of great art. I got so many coloring books that I would never be able to get to all the pictures that I have. I also have some really cool fantasy-based books like dragons and knights and ogres and all kinds of creatures like that, which are really cool. That's another one of my favorite things. And so I've got a number of things that I can color. And so this first video is just kind of an introduction, letting you guys know that going forward, Coloring Heroes is going to be my new show. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you follow me on the journey. I hope some of you pick up, some of these books, because they're still out there. You can definitely get, some nice pencil sets, and then follow along. Go on your own coloring journey. because it's amazing. It's a lot of fun. It really relaxes me. It keeps me, I don't know, it helps me just to like let go and unwind sometimes at the end of the day, and I really enjoy it. And so this particular first video, what I'm doing is this is just basically a test run with my new camera setup. I got a top-down angle that I'm finally happy with. I'm still working with the lighting, so bear with me. I'll get that dialed in, but I'm going to be using this setup going forward to do coloring. So today I am highlighting the Marvel Color Your Own Marvel Masters, which highlights a lot of the artwork from the Silver Age comics. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Watch this. Okay, so today we're going to be showing off the Marvel Color Your Own Marvel Masters book. Out of all of the Marvel Comics coloring books, this is the one of the sole ones that focuses mostly on the Silver Age art, and I am really appreciative of that because most of the other ones is all modern stuff. And if you wanted some Kirby or some Gene Colan or some some good old John Buscema or John Romita Sr., you're not going to get a lot of that in the other books. And so, but inside of this one, we have some classic art. So I figured for my first video, we'll go ahead and show this one off. One of the things that, of course, this is a new setup and I'm trying it out. I don't really have the lighting down yet. As you can see, there's kind of a glare at the top here. I really want to get the light to be evened out. You can see the shadows. They're not exactly placed where I'd like them to be as far as, how the light is set. But for this purpose, since it's my first video, this will work just fine. But let's go ahead and get into the book. Now, the problem with these Marvel books is they don't tell you who the artist is on each page. And as much as I'd like to think that I am, one of those people that has such a good eye that I could tell you exactly who the artist is, I'm just confessing that I don't. I mean, I know some Kirby when I see it, and some others, but truth of the matter, some of these I just have no idea who the actual artist is or what book it came from. But that's okay. We're just showing off the art inside of here, and I'm sure that you guys will appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to talk a lot during this video. I'm just going to let the book speak for itself. But I love this first page. As you can see over here, this is basically the cover from Avengers 58, which is, my comic book origin story. That's the book that hooked me into comics and will always have a special place in my heart. But really cool colorization on that. And I may use this because there is a page inside of this book that is that cover, and I may use this as a base for doing my own colors. So pretty cool. As you can see here on the first page, it does tell you that there's art by Jack Kirby, John Buscema, Saul Brodsky. You got Dick Ayers, Bill Everett, John Romita Sr., Don Heck. A lot of great names in this list. I really wish Marie Severin's name would have been there. I see John Severin, but I think Marie Severin should have been highlighted here. But let's go ahead and get into it. Got an awesome cap page, and I haven't done any coloring inside of this book yet, so you won't see any colored pages. But these are the pages that are in this book, and I love the Marvel Color Your Own pages. There's that Avengers 58 cover, because they only put the pieces that you're supposed to be coloring on one side of the paper, so they're not double-sided. I think some of the DC books are double-sided, which are kind of problematic, but I really enjoy it. And then with the Marvel books, they're perforated, because if you want to take them out, sometimes that can be a real pain as well. So, but I really enjoy the Marvel Color Your Own series, and this is a great one. We've got some great Namor action. Of course, that's the from the Submariner #1 cover, and we got some good Kirby stuff right here going on, and the Celestial there. Oops, let me get this up here. Galactus. Now I usually pick and choose what I like to color, but at some particular point I will open it up for requests. If you guys see a page inside of the book that you really want me to color, I'll let you know, on a scale of 1 to 10 how easy it is, and if I so choose, I may end up coloring that page for you. Not like a commission like for you, I'll color it in the book, but I don't think I'm gonna be sending off pages to people. I think that would be too hard, and there's just not enough coloring pages to go around, so I don't want to disappoint people. That last page, of course, was a piece of Steranko art. Then we got some Fing Fang Foom here, and I just love all of this old Marvel artwork. Some original X-Men going on. And we got another side page here with Cap. That's a pretty awesome one. One of the old pin-up pages in the Fantastic Four. I think there's actually a couple of these inside the book. You guys will recognize that one. That's from Hulk #1, that classic cover. Let me know what you guys think about these books. I have so many of them. I will eventually show off all of them in between coloring, and I hope you guys enjoy those, because when I used to look at which coloring books I wanted to buy before I started buying all the superhero stuff, I would watch videos of there's a lot of colorists out there who buy the books and then they just do what I'm doing here. They open the pages and kind of show you what's inside and what you're going to get as far as your money goes. I really like this one. I'll probably do this one sooner than later with Cap and his Rogues Gallery, which I think is really cool. Some pretty cool original Avengers stuff. A lot of these side pages with Cap, I really love it. Looks like this is Cap going up against Hydra. I think that's Hydra, and yeah, it's Hydra, not AIM. Pretty cool. The cover from Iron Man #1. I always thought that this would be a real easy one to color, so I'll probably do this one sooner than later. Pretty cool. Sorry for moving the book around a lot, guys. I'm trying to look at the camera and seeing, how well it's centered, and so please bear with me. And this is all brand new to me, but I definitely wanted to show off the pages in this book, just let you know the kind of selection that comes inside of these books, and just how many. That's the thing I love about it. There's so many so many great pictures to be able to color in each of these books, and like I said, I've got a ton of them, so I think I've got close to 20, maybe even over 20 of these Marvel adult coloring books, and I just love every one of them. There's some Daredevil action going on there. I definitely will at some point color this. I'd like to do the sky kind of dynamic, which I think would be cool. But classic, iconic cover, him saving Karen Page, and I believe that's the Purple Man up there at the top of the building, if I remember right. Bring that book down a little bit. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'd really like to be able to get rid of that glare. Lighting is one of those things that's I wouldn't call it hard, but it's definitely an art to get it right. I think Bueller, he does really well. He's a whiz. at what he does as far as angling things and making sure the glare's not there and getting the lights right. And so most of the stuff I've learned from him, and I'm still anywhere near what he can do. But I try. Pretty cool. Reed Richards action. All these pinup pages from the original Fantastic Four. Of course, this comes from one of my favorite Amazing Spider-Man covers. Actually, issues of all time. Another side page with Cap. I like that one a lot. And there you go. You know that cover. That's the first appearance of Groot. That's the comic book that we all got together and got it for Steve Whiting, which is a pretty awesome thing to band together and get a book for a brother who's sent comic books to pretty much everybody in the community. That guy's such a giving soul, and it felt so good to be able to just give back to him. So it's pretty cool. There's that whole original Black Panther design. I never liked the original design. I'm so glad that they changed them. But yeah, kind of janky in the beginning with those funky ears. But part of comic history. Another one of my favorite covers. This was on Jerry Conway's run on Spider-Man, and I think Sleepy Reader showed off this particular issue for the Sam's 50 Tangled Webs when we were doing that after Sam passed away on Instagram. This is one of the covers that Sleepy Reader showed off. I always love that one. Not sure. Is that Devil Dinosaur, guys? I'm not sure. I know that the primate-looking thing on the top there reminds me of Chaka from Land of the Lost. So that's what it's invoking for me. But tell me, is that Devil Dinosaur? Because I really don't know. We got some early Iron Man. Pretty cool. Another one of those Fantastic Four pinup pages. Cover of Amazing Spider-Man number 49. Pretty sure that's the first appearance of Kraven. I may be wrong about that, but definitely a classic cover. I like Vulture like this more than the old man looking Vulture. I like it with the kind of thing on the top of his head. I always thought that was a better costume. Hercules back in the 60s during the Silver Age was much more popular than he is now. You hardly ever see him being used. But he was another one that when he used to go up against Thor and the Hulk, and those were always classic battles. There's some Green Goblin action, and I believe that's Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man's arms. Not Mary Jane. Here's one of those Cap pinups. A lot of Cap in this book, which I really appreciate. Spider-Man 39, some more Green Goblin action there. And this is the cover that I am committing to color next. I put it on Instagram. As you can see, I haven't actually started it yet. I've already printed, that's my process. I kind of print the pages out first, and then I'll practice on the colors until I'm feeling comfortable, and then I'll go ahead and actually put color on the page. Better to do that than try to color it just from the very beginning, and if I don't like it, then I can't go back and change it. Once you do erasing of colored pencil on the page, it really ruins the tooth of the page. And so you really only can, erase something once. Twice would just be way too much. And I found that pages get ruined if I lay a second color down and have to erase that color just like I did the first one. So I tend to do a lot of practicing first just to make sure. then I'm set with the colors that I want, and then I go for it. But this is the page I'll be coloring next. And we got another one of the Fantastic Four pinups. Pretty cool, from the pages of Thor. There's a Spider-Man pinup. Pretty cool, just Thor splash page there. There we go, we got some Sinister Six action there. This would be a really cool page to color. And I've got to color this one. I remember the first time I read that comic, I thought that was pretty cool. So I'll definitely be coloring this at some point. That'll be a lot of fun. Another one of these pinups. Comic book pinup girls. Pretty cool. Iron Man. Looks like the artwork is done by Don Heck on this one. But we got Iron Man's Rogue Gallery in the background there. And a lot of these guys you don't see anymore, but I was a fan of some of the Rogues he used to go up against back in the 60s, especially the Crimson Dynamo and Mandarin. I just thought they were really cool. And look at this. We got Cap versus Daredevil. You know I'll have to copy, or I'll have to color this one at some point. This is pretty awesome. I don't know which book this came out of. I know I've read it, I've seen it, but that's one I'm definitely going to be doing. Another one of the Fantastic Four pinups. They seem to like those for this book for whatever reason. And an awesome Silver Surfer. I'm getting to the end here. And this is the last page, which we have some great Avengers action. I've seen this before. This looks like John Buscema's artwork. I could be wrong about that. Pretty sure I'm right. But I definitely will be coloring this page at some point. And then of course in the back cover it'll show you some of the other Marvel Color Your Own books. I have all 4 of these. Can't wait to show those off to you guys. There's some amazing pictures inside of these. Some of them are just ones I can't wait to lay color down on. And then of course this is the back of the book. And so there you have it. So there you have it. That is the Marvel Color Your Own Marvel's Masters. That's all the pages in the book. If there's something inside of there that you like, let me know. And maybe you at one particular point, I'll give that a shot and try to color it. But like I said, there's too many pages in these books for me to get to everything. But I've got tons of stuff to choose from and cherry pick. And that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to have fun with this, guys. Hope you're going to have fun along with me. And man, let's do this. So without further ado, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the content that I'm putting out, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and you guys, thank you so much for supporting me. And tune in next time for Coloring Heroes. Thanks, guys.
Comic books or I'll kill you. I don't care if the Hulk could defeat the Man of Steel.